Chuck Destro just finished off the dual meet with Indiana, your senior salute meet. The highlight of the day for you had to be the 100 fly victory that you had. Impressive time, season best time last 2 weekends. Best swims of the year in that event. Tell us about it.
It was a really great race, both of them, because it's a new event for me, and really starting to learn it. And I'm going times I never thought I could go before, but somehow popping them off, I guess it's a secret weapon of mine. And I still feel pretty good about it. Like, I got some more for Big Ten, so I'm very excited for that.
What was the thinking of maybe to add that to your repertoire this year, the 100 fly?
We knew that the 100 fly was a weaker event in the Big Ten. It would be easier to score more points in it. And the 100 back, which is usually my third event, is definitely one of the strongest events in the Big Ten. So strategically, it works out for us better.
And then also some good swims for you today in the freestyle. I think you had your best 50 of the year, and then you closed out the meet with the 400 free victory, and that had to be a nice cherry on top.
Definitely. It was my last meet in this pool, so I wanted to make it a good one. Last 50, so bittersweet, but did pretty well in it, and capped it off with a nice relay finish. So all in all, it was a pretty good day, despite the end result.
Yeah, I can only control so much of the team score,
Right.
but it seems like a lot of you guys are getting stronger here with Big Tens just a few weekends away.
Definitely. I think we've been pretty beat down this year. I'm really excited for Big Tens because we have a great team dynamic this year. Definitely the best team dynamic I've ever seen, and I think that's really going to help us in the long run at Big Tens.
Thanks for the time. Good luck going forward.
Thank you.
Danny Tucker, big day for you. Back-to-back wins in the 50 and the 100 free. The 50 free actually was a tie, which I guess isn't as rare as you might think. But then really both times season best for you, and it seemed like you're one of your stronger meets of the year. Tell us about those races.
Just felt good. Good rivalry, so that's how you get the juices flowing and just really get ready for the meet.
As a Chicagoland native, you've kind of had to learn what Indiana Purdue means to the people that grew up in this state. But I suppose it hasn't taken you very long to get that entrenched in the rivalry. And I mean, what does it mean to you?
I picked it up pretty fast. First week of school, we know everyone doesn't like IU or Notre Dame, so we pick up on that pretty quickly.
Fair enough. The 400 free relay closed out the day with a win for the Boilers, and probably more importantly, there were two seniors, and Ben and then Chuck on that team with you and Matt, and I had to imagine that has to be special to you to be part of a win like that in their final meet.
Yeah, the four of us have been racing for the last couple of years, and just training with those guys. And, the last meet here was big, and but it's not over. We still got Big Ten, so it's not.
Sure, and that was another season best time for you guys, but I imagine you want to eclipse it again at Big Tens in a couple weekends.
Yeah, definitely. We're excited, but we're staying humble, just getting ready. We'll see what happens, I guess.
Fair enough. Thanks for the time. Good luck going forward.
Thank you.
And last dual home meet of the year, always a chance to honor the seniors as you did today, and some very fast times from your freestylers as well.
Yeah, it was a good meet. Indiana's a talent-rich, senior-rich team, and they swam really, really well. They're battle-tested, hosted Big Tens this year, so my hat's off to those guys. They really, really, really swam well. Our guys from the beginning, I thought, did a really nice job. Our 200 medley, even though we got DQ'd, for our best time of the year. Thousands guys were better. Across the board, sprinters, distance, middle distance were a lot better. The people who should be swimming fast right now are swimming fast. The people who will swim fast in 3 weeks are getting better, or getting where they need to be. So, it was a hard fight. You don't never like to lose to your rival, but those guys, they deserved it. They looked like the number 17 in the country after swimming at Louisville last week, and then swimming us here this week, and then hosting Big Ten. So, and my hat's off to them. The couple of guys I want to highlight, Dan Farrell, senior in his last meet, just did some best times that he hadn't done for 4 years. Danny Tucker continues to amaze. He's just not afraid of racing anybody and kind of wheels that relay those guys along. So I think those guys are in the right place. Seeing Matt Freedy kind of come around a little bit, and that last relay is kind of exciting for us. We think those guys are right where they need to be. So, a couple of guys weren't very good this week, but you know what, that's going to happen. If you had everybody on the same page this week, we're probably not going to have everybody on the same page in 3 weeks, and that is our goal. So divers, swimmers did a good job. We didn't get the job done, but I think we got the job done, meaning we're where we need to be to get ready for our conference meet in Bloomington in 3 weeks.
And a couple seniors on the 400 free relay team that closed out the day with a victory. That should leave a last good taste in their mouth, I would imagine, of their experience.
I think Corey Bandura having a really good swim today. I think Pat being his 200 fly, having Chuck lead off and Ben Z and those guys is a lot of fun. We left some other seniors that were a little beat up into a couple of events, so we'll just let them enjoy it, but their times are going to come in a few weeks. But yeah, it's always special to see those guys, and all the guys who were a little bit rested for this meet look really, really good, and they're going to go up to Michigan next week, and then we'll finalize the Big Ten team this week and start getting ready for that.
And not only the seniors did you honor today, but you know, your son, a senior in high school, who's been the PA guy here for a while, done a great job, and you know, Jeff Huber from the Indiana diving team, certainly he deserves a lot of credit for all the work he's done over the years. So it's nice to see them get a tip of the hat.
That's nice. You know, I wanted Andy just to get a little tip because he's been doing this for free. He never gets paid. He's been doing it since he was 9 years old. And you know, he just got a knack for it. That's what he wants to do in school. So you know, he wants to be a broadcaster. So I had to say something about him. His mohawk was a little ugly, but he's getting ready for his conference or his sectional meet next week. And then Jeff Huber, I could not say enough about the guy. He coached Adam Soldati, who I think is the finest diving coach in the country. He helped him. He mentored him. And then you know, Adam was there running his camp and doing everything. When he went on to kind of sow his own oats and get ready, and to come back and see them on the last deck, you could not do it. You had to make sure he knew how special he is to the world of diving, not only in the Big Ten, Indiana, but around the world. So he's just a great guy, and I've known him for a long time. Consider him a really good friend. For 24 years, what he's done is amazing, and that was something that just had to be done.
Thanks for the time.
You bet.